Welcome to Smart Info. Welcome aboard. Wherever you are, however your day has been, now is your time to unwind, to drift gently into the past. Where the world moved a little slower and life was often stranger, harder, and yet strangely fascinating, into the forgotten, salt-stained world of the Roman Empire's warships. Imagine yourself surrounded by the endless blue expanse of the Mediterranean, the faint creak of oars, the steady lapping of waves against wood, and the distant hum of voices working in rhythm beneath the scorching sun. But life aboard these ancient vessels. We will visit the opulent coastal villas, where the emperors and the elite escape the grime of the city, indulging in luxury, while overlooking the very seas they dominated. Here, amidst the marble and mosaic, we will uncover the secrets of power, pleasure, and the pursuit of tranquility on the edge of the vast Roman world. Was far from idyllic. The ships of Rome were machines of war, and survival on them was a test of endurance most could scarcely comprehend today. Let the gentle sway of the ship and the salty temps of the sea transport you back to a world of adventure, hardship, and the timeless allure of the Roman Empire. Tonight, we'll be voyaging together across the ancient seas, to the tales of Rome's forgotten admirals, to the secrets hidden beneath the waves, and finally the luxurious coastal villas where Rome's elite gazed out upon the same seas without ever touching an oar. Together, we'll gently explore this world, from the grueling, repetitive life of the galley rower, the distant, steady rhythm of life long ago. Our story begins not with the wealthy elite, but with the silent, unseen backbone of Rome's naval might. The galley rower. Life for these men was a cycle of misery and sweat. Imagine yourself chained to an oar, pulling, the rhythmic scrape of wood on water, the sting of salt spray, the bite of wind and sun. This was their world, day after endless day. The galley rower's existence was a monotonous hell. Their world was confined, cramped, dirty, and the constant threat of death lingered, whether from exhaustion, the elements, or clashing oars. Yet amidst this drudgery, there were moments of respite, stolen sips of wine, shared stories, and the thrill of victory when the other side broke and the cheers of the crowd echoed across the waves. So allow your mind to drift, to picture the sun, the sea. There are more tales to tell, more mysteries to uncover. We'll meet the legendary Roman admiral, a man who led Rome's navy to new heights and claimed the title of the greatest Roman since Caesar. And we will peer into the murky depths of the Mediterranean, exploring the hidden wrecks that lie beneath the waves. Frozen moments in time, silent witnesses to past conflicts. But the galley rower's story is only one thread in the grand tapestry of Rome's naval past. And as we navigate the sun-drenched waters of the Roman Empire, so dear viewer, let us embark on this journey together. A voyage through the grandeur and grit of Rome's naval legacy. Sunken cities, lost continents, and the lingering echoes of centuries past slumber beneath the waves. What other secrets does the deep hold? How many more stories lie buried in the watery depths? Today we plunge into the heart of these hidden tales. But before we dive into the murky depths, remember, what lies beneath the surface is often mirrored above it. No two crashes of the surf are alike, nor are the lives of those who lived in ages past. Join us and let your own journey through history begin. Dive into the deep, uncover the past, and let the currents of knowledge carry you away. Always remember, what lies beneath the surface is often reflected above it. The lessons of the past are not confined to history books. They're alive, breathing, waiting to be discovered in the world around us. Keep exploring. Keep questioning. Keep diving into the depths, because the greatest discoveries are often made beneath the surface. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. Till next time, keep exploring the world and all its wonders. Who knows what treasures of history you might uncover right beneath your feet? There's a beauty in the chaos, a poetry in the unpredictability of human affairs. In the grand tapestry of time, each event, no matter how small, is a thread waiting to be woven into a rich, complex design. So just as an explorer charts unknown waters, we too must chart the seas of the past. With open minds, a thirst for knowledge, and a deep respect for the currents that have shaped our world. The ebb and flow of power, ambition, greed, love, loss, echoes of civilizations past, they all have their counterparts in the world today. From the crashing waves of war to the quiet diplomacy of treaties, each event is a piece of a larger puzzle. But how do we, the explorers of the past, assemble these pieces without a map? We observe, we question, we analyze. We look beyond the surface events, the storms of history, to understand the deeper currents at play. We examine the decisions made by ordinary people caught in extraordinary times, their choices driven by motivations as real then as now. Love, fear, ambition, faith, betrayal. These are the anchors that hold history to our human experience, reminding us that we, the inheritors of the past, are not as different from our ancestors as we might think. The ocean, too, teaches us this. Its tides are as predictable as they are powerful. Just as the moon's gravity pulls the sea into rhythmic rise and fall, historical patterns repeat, offering clues to those who know where to look. Recognizing these patterns, deciphering the language of history becomes a skill honed with practice. And here's why. History, much like the ocean, is full of currents. Just as underwater currents shape marine life, historical currents influence the rise and fall of empires, the ebbs and flows of economies, and even the course of a single life. Understanding these currents can be as vital as knowing the weather for a sailor. But how do we navigate these invisible waterways of time? In a world saturated with information, sifting through the noise to find the meaningful, the pivotal moments that truly shaped our world, that requires a different kind of navigation. But our journey doesn't end there. The true art of understanding history lies in appreciating the uniqueness of each wave, each moment, each decision. If you enjoyed this exploration, you might also enjoy a guided tour through the labyrinthine corridors of the human past. The Roman Empire, a vast web of roads, cities, settlements that sprawled across 3 continents, bound together by a common culture, language, and a steadfast determination to endure. Yet despite its reach and influence, the empire's grandeur was built upon a foundation of hard labor, both voluntary and forced, a stark contrast to the image of luxury and leisure that often dominates our perception of Roman life. This is the story of the submerged ruins near the coast of Sorrento. The air is filled with the scent of citrus blossoms from the sprawling groves that surround the villa. Within the house, mosaics adorned floors, frescoes decorated the walls, and exquisite sculptures graced every corner. The laughter fades, replaced by the lapping of waves against the shore. The shadows of the slaves stretch long in the flickering lamplight, their presence a constant shadow over the gaiety of the day. In the eerie silence of the night, their whispers mingle with the sighing wind, telling tales of lives lived in bondage, of dreams deferred, and of spirits unbroken.
Ow.
The sea, ever patient, ever watchful, keeps their secrets close, bearing silent witness to the sorrows and struggles of those who lived and toiled on the sun-kissed shores of Sorrento. The music dies down, leaving an eerie silence in its wake. The patrons, with their bellies full of wine and roasted meats, retreat to their luxurious bedrooms, their minds still buzzing with the day's excitement. But for the slaves, there is no respite. They sleep where they can find space, their bodies cramped together, dreaming perhaps of a better life. A life where the chains of servitude are replaced by the chains of freedom. Servants fan the air with palm branches, while slaves row the wealthy patrons back and forth between the villa and their ships anchored offshore. The patrons, their skins slick with oil, bask on marble couches, sipping wine and discussing philosophy. Their laughter echoing across the water, mingling with the songs of poets and the melodies of musicians. The crash of the waves against the shore provides a soothing backdrop to their merriment, lulling them into a state of blissful relaxation. Imagine with me, if you will, a scene of quiet opulence. For beneath the shimmering surface of this idyllic existence, a stark reality lurks. The very foundations of this opulent lifestyle are built on the backs of slaves. These individuals, captured in wars or bought from slave markets, have been stripped of their freedom and dignity. They toil under the hot sun, their bodies glistening with sweat, not oil. Their muscles strain with the effort of hauling cargo, manning the oars of the pleasure boats, or tending to the endless needs of their masters. While the patrons dine on delicacies from across the empire, these slaves eat meager rations, their hunger a constant companion. It is the year 100 AD, and the Roman Empire is basking in the glow of its 2nd century glory. Along the sun-drenched coast of Sorrento, nestled between the sapphire waters of the sea and the rolling hills of the peninsula, stands a grand estate. Its manicured gardens descend to a private beach where wealthy Romans come to relax and indulge in the pleasures of the sea. Here, life revolves around leisure, far from the clamor of the bustling city. One such testament to this duality lies in the silent depths of the Mediterranean, where whispers of the past mingle with the murmur of the waves. Life here is a tapestry woven with threads of luxury and refined taste. But as we know, nothing lasts forever. And as the evening shadows lengthen, a somber note creeps into the scene. As the party winds down and the guests depart, leaving the villa bathed in moonlight, the true nature of this place becomes even more evident. And so we are left with a haunting tableau, a stark reminder of the cruel realities of the ancient world. And as we turn away from this day's adventure, let us linger for a moment on the hushed shores of Roman coastal villas. Imagine, if you will, a vision of elegant simplicity. The sun dips low, painting the sky in hues of amber and rose. Imagine standing before a peristyle, colonnaded gallery that encircles the central court, where each column, meticulously crafted from polished marble, seems to dance in harmony with its fellows. Through the spaces between, we glimpse the tantalizing hints of statuary frozen in mid-gesture, their marble forms aglow in the filtered sunlight. Here, the sounds of the bustling city fade into a distant memory. As twilight deepens, the villa is bathed in a soft ethereal glow, and the sea breeze carries with it the sweet scent of blooming night jasmine. Only the whisper of the wind through the leaves and the murmuring of the fountain break the hushed silence. But know this, the spirit of this place, the essence of Roman elegance and the allure of the sea, they linger still. In dreams, perhaps, or in the quiet corners of our own lives, may we find solace and beauty. Until next time, may the tranquility of the villa stay with you, a beacon of peace in the midst of life's bustling tides. It is a sanctuary of solitude, a retreat from the clamor of the crowds. Yet even in this solitude, one is never truly alone. For within these silent walls, echoes of laughter and conversation linger like ghosts of moments past, whispering tales of gatherings and feasts long past. What stories do they silently narrate? The sea breeze whispers secrets through the olive groves, rustling the leaves of ancient trees that have watched empires rise and fall. There, nestled amidst manicured gardens and bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun, stands a villa, not of modest design, but of quiet grandeur. Let us step through the archway, shall we? Welcome to this sanctuary of leisure and refined taste. Smooth flagstones, worn smooth by countless footsteps, lead us through courtyards where fountains murmur softly, their crystal lullaby mingling with the songs of unseen birds. Gazing upwards, we are met by the cool shade of grapevines, trained to climb towards the heavens, offering respite from the midday heat. Lo and behold, the DA, the culmination of this tranquil domain, the very heart of the villa, the atrium. Here the essence of Roman domestic bliss unfolds. At its center, an opening in the roof, a compluvium they call it, framed by the converging lines of the roof, forms a celestial window through which the sunlight streams, dappled and warm upon the cool flagstones below. Gazing upwards, we are transfixed by the play of light and shadow as the hours drift by. Unseen birds take flight, their fleeting shadows tracing fleeting moments upon the ground. How delightful to sit here, sipping wine from a clay cup, its ceramic skin warmed by the sun, as the gentle murmur of conversation fills the air. Beyond the courtyard, the prospect unfolds, a masterpiece of Roman engineering. Now let us venture forth, following the gentle rise of the path. Within this embrace of tranquility, time itself seems to slow its relentless pace, and when the sun begins its slow descent, casting long shadows across the peristyle, it is time to pause, to reflect, to savor the essence of this timeless retreat. And thus ends our journey through the heart of a Roman coastal villa. If you enjoyed this calm journey through history, I have a small request. Please don't forget to leave a like. It helps the algorithm in a big way and allows us to keep making these videos. If you have any thoughts, comments, or questions about anything we've covered, please feel free to share them below. Finally, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing.